What a mid-season this has been. Sadly, this is probably the worst season in NRA history. We had to endure about like 7 races in Soaring's crappy game. It was chaos. Daytona, 2 laps, then a caution. Canadian Tire, he kicked a driver mid-race. Homestead had pack racing. Indy surprisingly had pack racing. Nashville was laggy and had pack racing. Talladega D3, yeah, we don't talk about that. First, let's make fun of my playoff predictions first.
No, 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 no.
I really wish Smile was here, but sadly he isn't. Iron also did the stupidest thing this season, leaving his perfectly good ride, losing his playoff seat, and then also trying to leave Doge and try to get it back to then leave KJS to make his own team to try and fix everything. That is 4 teams in the span of 4 days, or no, probably even less, 2 days. Then Kaz's controller disconnected. Yeah. Anyways, let's begin. First seeded B-Dog was basically what everybody expected. However, he definitely stepped down a notch in this season. Missed 3 races in a row, only 1 win the whole season. Meanwhile, some of his teammates were outperforming him in some races. That is crazy levels, especially for a team like True North Racing to do that. Second seeded Oda has just been to every single race, and that's why he's here. He wasn't expected to be this high, but Tanuki is probably one of the main reasons as he's in the playoffs, as multi-time winners definitely helped him out crucially. His Code 400 win was also very Mickey, as Kingatronics killed himself on the white flag. Third seeded Rover was a big surprise for all of us. He had just come off for his worst season on record, yet won a race this season and sparked the Unks Are Back movement. However, his average finish is not good. Remember, this is a hater's guide, and I have to hate, so I'm just going to say Rover shouldn't be this high. Fourth seeded Kingatronics was what we all thought was going to happen. Came off one of the best rookie seasons just to disappoint with a 0-win regular season. Tanuki is also a big factor on why he's here, as multi-time winners definitely helped him out, just like Oda. Kingatronics has had Oda's season, but with no wins. Fifth seeded Tanuki was pretty surprising to see. After the start of the season, he missed 4 races, then won twice in a row, which many call Mickey, but it is pretty impressive to have a run like this, and now people call him a championship threat. Remember, he missed 4 races in the start, so I'm not really sure if we can call him that yet. Sixth seeded Daytona would not be in the playoffs this season if his lucky didn't win Daytona or Vegas. He's a mid-pack driver with a Kurt Busch attitude and a Kyle Busch ego with Cody Ware skill. Runs a horrible news company, the driver that nobody wants besides True North Racing, because he owns the team. I say this season it will be his first season that Daytona does not make the Final Four. 7th seeded Hank beat out Smile by 2 points, and definitely if it wasn't for Tanuki winning 2 races in a row, he definitely would not be here. And if Iron didn't kill himself, he would not be here either. So he's the pretty lucky. They both didn't come to Daytona, Smile and Hank, because, I don't know, I guess they were unavailable. They were tied. No, they weren't actually tied. Hank was beating him out by 2 points, and both of them didn't come, so that means Hank would be in the playoffs instead of Smile. To be honest, I think Hank deserved to be here if the 8th seed didn't win. Smile should have been there too if he wasn't part-time. I wish he was. 8th seeded Blue did not deserve to be here. Won a lucky pack racing crappy soaring race at Indy, and now he's in the playoffs with the supposed 8 best drivers in the league. Smile should be there instead of him. Missed many races later, and then he was locked in. However, Soaring winning would probably be worse, and if it wasn't for Blue winning it, then we would have Soaring still deving for the league, and we have even more crappy races at Charlotte, Darlington. It'd be like ruined. I don't even know. So that's basically all 8 drivers. That's my thoughts if I was a hater. Yeah. Now my playoff grid. I have Blue and Hank missing out in the round of 6, as they are the worst seeded drivers, and it is pretty expected. B-Dog gets himself locked in early at Darlington, and Tanuki gets his 3rd win of the season and his 2nd at Charlotte. B-Dog will win his 3rd at Pocono, also winning 2 in the round. Next, Kingatronics wins Kansas to lock himself into the playoffs, Final Four, after a pretty chaotic race. B-Dog locks himself in after winning Michigan, and finally, Oda leads 60 laps out of 100 at Martinsville to make the Final Four. No Blaze. And Rover sneaks himself in. Daytona and Tanuki are eliminated sadly after Rover makes a last-minute move at Martinsville. And the championship race, B-Dog wins his 2nd championship in his sophomore season, certifying himself as one of the GOATs in the league. And that is basically the Haters Guide to the NRA. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully I can pump this out 12 a.m. And by the way, I did make this script before Darlington, so don't say that, don't say that I had this stuff all wrong. And I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope y'all enjoyed the Haters Guide. Final Four will also get one too. Bye.